All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz in his fourth season now out of North Dakota State, ready to bring out this Eagles offense. And he's had to sit and watch Nick Foles under center during Philly's last two playoff runs. So health will be a key for Wentz in 2019, no doubt. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a giant first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Aguilar has it. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Wentz now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run with Howard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. 17
yards and a Giant first down. Well, it's kind of interesting when you think about Eli Manning and what he's done in his career against the Eagles, because it's one of the teams that he struggled the most with. Just 10-20 in 30 career games head-to-head, including 2 losses last year in 2018, with the Giants losing both in Week 6 and Week 12 to Philadelphia. On second and a yard, Manning. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, it's Manning. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Into the red zone now. Manning finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Manning. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The final shot before half for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. 13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Kareem Martin up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the...
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Working from the gun, Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They do go for it. It's Manning. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing is Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's complete to Slayton. Fourth down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there. when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Manning now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Tate. Gets around him. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So Manning and the Giants down 21-16, 1:09 to play. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The end result, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Russell Shepard with time running out, and the Giants have taken the lead. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Manning, and he rips that one incomplete there. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Wentz now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Giants, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish.
lovers, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking.